Hey, I'm doing another video today, but I'm doing this one on making bread. Anyone who follows me on Instagram, and it's the Not So Boring Carnivore, they know that I make hot dog buns, hoagie buns, hamburger buns, all sorts of stuff using cloud bread. It's a basic recipe. It's going to be a 1/4 teaspoon cream of tartar, 6 eggs separated, and I got the egg whites in my KitchenAid bowl, and I've got the yolks in a separate bowl, and we'll be mixing them. And I do add just a touch of sour cream. I don't really measure it, I just squirt it in there, and you guys will see that. And then once I have the mixture done, I just put it in a pan, and I bake it for 50 minutes on 350. So let me go ahead and turn the oven on. Alright, so that way it's preheating. And we'll get to mixing. Alright, so I've got my egg whites in the bowl. I've got my KitchenAid set up. It's plugged in. So now I'm going to add a little bit of cream of tartar to it. And all I add is a 1/4 teaspoon. So I've got that in there. And then let me get that set up, and I apologize for holding the camera like this, but it is easier than fighting with that little tripod I got for the kitchen. So, let me get this started. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn this all the way up, because I want it to mix really well. Alright, so that's mixing. So now I'm going to do the yolks. So I'm just putting a little touch of sour cream in there. Not much. And then I'm going to whip this together just with a fork. And you can see my egg whites are mixing. Alright, as you can see, the egg whites are almost done, and you can tell because you can see it like pulling from the edge. I don't know if you can see that really good in here, but it's almost done. I'm just letting it whip a little bit longer. And then I got my yolk all mixed up, and I'm fixing to show you what I do with that. And egg whites in the KitchenAid, it doesn't take long. It takes a matter of maybe 2 minutes, if that. If you're using a hand mixer, it'll probably take a little longer. But that's almost done. You can see it pulling away from the edges, so let me slow that down. All right. So I'm fixing to take this down. I'll leave that there. Let me get this bowl popped up. That's the hard part of this. And if any of y'all have a trick to getting this bowl off of here easier, I would love to hear it. Leave it in the comments and help me out. So here we go. Let me just get that egg white off of it. There we go. Alright, so I'm just going to gently fold in the yolks. And I know I watched different videos where people say do it slowly, you know, just do a little bit at a time and mix it, then a little bit more. Honestly, I just kind of pour it slowly around the whole thing. And then let me set the camera down while I scrape it out. Well, I think it's good. Alright, so now all I'm going to do is fold it in. And I do that slow. I'm not like quick with it. I don't like go crazy with it. I mean, I think this part probably takes longer than actually whipping the egg whites. But I just slowly just go around it and fold it in, and you can see where it's already mixing. Let me pause this while I finish mixing it. Alright, so I'm done mixing. As you can see, It's kind of a uniform color. I don't know if you can see it that well. But there's no like white parts or yellow parts or things like that. It's just mixed up all together. So then what we're going to do is we're just going to put it in this pan. I've got a pan with parchment paper on it. And I'll show you here in a second. I'm going to dump it in there, smooth it out till it's kind of flat and even. And that's how I'm going to have it. So hold on. Alright, so I put it in there. I smoothed it out as best as I can. And this is going to go in the oven for 50 minutes. And I don't crack the oven open while it's baking. I just let it bake. So there we go. And we'll look at it in 50 minutes. Alright, it has been 50 minutes and I am pulling the bread out of the oven. And that's how it comes out. And I will show you in a little bit how we slice it to make hoagie rolls, because it is so easy. Alright, this is how easy it is to cut this bread. I let it cool and I'm just going to cut it with a pizza cutter. And then I'll cut it across the middle. And that's pretty much it. You can see how it looks here. And it just folds over to create whatever you want. And you can cut it whatever shape you want. Tonight we're going to have meatball subs. I made meatballs stuffed with cheese, so I'll show you that in a bit. And this gives you an idea of what it looks like. I made meatballs stuffed with cheese, which unfortunately the cheese exploded a little bit. But see how it makes the hoagie shape? So that's just from cutting it out of here. So it makes having hoagie rolls that are carnivore, hot dog buns that are carnivore. You know, get creative. You can have hamburger buns, all sorts of stuff. So I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, give it a like. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.